Darkman Doll here. Today I wanted to do a show for Spirituality Talk. Spirituality Talk is a show that I do when I feel inspired to do so, to share with you some of the experiences I've had on a spiritual nature, of a paranormal nature, sometimes having to do with of an extraterrestrial nature. Spirituality, your spiritual path, um, all of it is important. Even the things that we seem to think is very mundane. Um, right now in this, situation that we're in this country, and you all know what I'm talking about, um, a lot of people will be faced with things they don't want to deal with, or faced with people they don't want to have to deal with, and feeling frustrated with what's going on in their world. Um, I was hoping that maybe this would make people a lot more compassionate towards others that aren't exactly like them, but I haven't had that experience thus far. Um, I'm here in California, and I've gone outside just to take care of the things that I need to get done, like, you know, buy toilet paper and, all the other stuff that is important. The help that I've had, when I say help, I mean when I go into a store and the person that's supposed to be helping me that works there hasn't been very kind, more judgmental. And it's just really shocking that that's still going on these days. You could chalk it up to the person probably doesn't like their job and they're feeling stressed out or paranoid about what's going on right now. But that person was like that before this all started. This incident that I had really made me chuckle after it happened. So what happened was one day, it was a few days ago, I walked up to the store to buy some plastic wrap and garbage bags from this little, it's almost like a Circle K or a 7-Eleven. And so I went there, and as soon as I walked in the door, I heard the cashier say, "Hello," very loudly, just yelled it. And I said, "Hi." And I knew she was talking to me. And she wanted to make sure that she knew that I entered the store. This has happened to me before in this specific store. Anyway, I went and got my stuff, got my plastic wrap, and I got my my garbage bags. I went in to get in the line, and it was that one cashier, the only cashier that was available. So I got in that line because that's the only that's the only register that was open, and there was two guys in front of me. An older guy, tall white guy with white hair. His hair was in a ponytail, and then another guy, white dude, in front of him looked like they were there together, they're friends or something or whatever. So they were yucking it up. Those two and the cashier were yucking it up, having a good time, right? And then she was smiling, looked like she was in a good mood. So as soon as those two left, she looks at me, and then all of a sudden her smile literally just is gone. And she's all, "Is that all for you?" Like with a little attitude, right? And I was like, "Yeah, that's all for me, thank you." And as she's saying that, I can hear on the radio playing in the store Bob Marley's "One Love." I mean, I told my son about that, and I agree with him. The universe was really laughing with you and showing you it knows what's going on, it sees what's going on in your world. And I really felt like that. It was a really spiritual experience when that happened. I was like, wow. Because I get judged a lot from just the appearance of how I look when I walk in a store. I have dreadlocks. I don't have on the latest style or whatever. I don't have, fake eyelashes on or long nails, fake nails or whatever. I'm not here to bag people to do that, but I don't have that going on, and I'm not hip to the trends. I'm not in with the trends and a trendy person. So if you're not, a lot of times people just think something's wrong with you. I feel like she thought probably I was homeless. That's how people sometimes will interpret things that way when they look at you. They don't know anything about you, but they'll sum you up just by looking at your outer appearance. So after that interaction at that store, I went to this fish and chips place. I thought I'd try it out because I'd never been to it. It's called A Touch of Britain. And I went there, and it was really nice. And but here's the thing, when I walked into the store, I didn't realize that it was actually a store and a restaurant. So it's like a little specialty store with little stuff that you would probably find in a, I don't know, in a British market. I've never been to England, so I wouldn't know. But it was called A Touch of Britain. And then on the other side, there's the restaurant part of it. And I didn't know that. I thought it was just all a restaurant. So there was two guys in there with masks on, and there was another guy sitting down waiting for his order. So I guess people were calling in orders before they got there. I didn't know that. So maybe that's why the cashier slash greeter was looking at me all strange and like suspicious or something. And she's like, "Can I help you?" And I was like, "Well, I was under the impression that this was a restaurant, like a fish and chips place." So, "Oh, well, it's both." So behind these curtains is where there's like curtains up, and there's like a section where the restaurant. But obviously they weren't seating anybody or having anybody eat there because of what's going on right now. And so I was just like, yeah, she just gave me a menu, and I looked at the menu, and the people that were there with the masks on, they just looked, I don't know, it just felt weird. It's an eerie reality. So I was getting kind of like, maybe I'll just walk around and look and see what else they have while I'm waiting for my food. And I just felt like I was being watched, like I just felt weird, like I was under the radar, like they're waiting to see if I was going to steal something. And usually when I go into places, I don't always feel like that. But this place, I did feel that way. And I just started looking around. Then I decided to just sit down because, you know, I don't know. I was feeling uncomfortable, and I was feeling like I just felt weird. So I waited. Once my food was ready, and I was trying to make a little bit of conversation with one of the people that was there, customers that was there, and they were just looking at me sideways. It probably could be because of what's going on right now, or because I don't look like a desirable person to talk to, and that happens a lot. But whatever. But it just felt weird. And then the guy came out with my food. It was ready, so it seemed like it was one person cooking the food, and he came out with the fish and chips, and I paid for it. And then she goes, as I was getting ready to leave, she's all, "You're gonna like it. I'll see you again. You'll definitely be coming back." And she smiled. And it's funny how she changed from when I entered the store till at the end, because she wanted to make sure I was going to actually buy something. That's what I felt like. Intuitively, that's what I was feeling. So things like this are a part of our spiritual path. It's I could either get upset about it and go, "Hey, feels like you're uncomfortable with me coming into your store. I didn't know I was supposed to order beforehand, but next time I will know." But I came home after that, and I had the fish and chips, and they were good. She's trying to let me know that it was Alaskan cod, and I do like fish. So for all those people out there that don't, it's okay. I mean, I just really like fish, always have. But yeah, that was an interesting couple of experiences I had, and I feel like if you copy and write down these experiences in a journal of your daily life, you'll be surprised at how much you know the universe, the gods and goddesses are listening to you by giving you little hints and messages, like with that Bob Marley "One Love" song playing. During that, it just really it lightened things up for me. Maybe not for the cashier, because she looked angry and mad as hell, but but for me it was like, wow. So that's the thing, the message I'm trying to bring forth with today's video is that there's always somebody watching out over you, and letting you know that everything's going to be fine no matter what. So thanks for joining me today for Spirituality Talk. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for the likes and shares, and thank you for your kind comments. Leave your comments down below, and feel free to share some of your spiritual experiences here on earth with your spiritual journey. We all have one. So if you'd like to donate to this channel, you can go to my PayPal or my Google Pay. I'll have the links in the description below, and you can request a video of your topic choosing. Choose a topic that you'd like to see me do a video on in appreciation for your donation, or I can create a one-of-a-kind piece of artwork for you for donating. So with that said, brightest blessings to you all, and I will see you soon.